Today is Wednesday, the 12th of February, and we're here at the Nevis Athletic Stadium, aka the Mondo Track, and we'll be witnessing the start of the Charlestown Secondary School's annual sports meet. So just about to get underway. We understand that there are two patrons for today. I know one of them is Miss Brown, top netballer here in Nevis. I'm not sure who the other one is, but we'll get the information momentarily. I think those are the two patrons up there, but we'll get the information as time progresses. Well, they're on their way with the march pass. The drum corps not being used today. It's the music from the DJ, marching music. And the two patrons have gone to the middle of the field, and they'll take the official salute. The wind is blowing really strong here, to the point that we'll now have to watch the camera, because the camera was blown heading towards the ground, and I was able to catch it in time. I mean, clean from the tripod, everything. Everything was going down. So that means the wind is really strong, because it's a pretty heavy tripod. But it's Blue House leading. That seems to indicate that Blue would be the champion house from last year. Normally the champion house will lead, and then we have, well, we only have 3 houses now, because gold is the official color for CSS, the Roaring Lions, and so green is in second, and then blue in third. Previously they would have had a gold house actually, but with gold now being the official color for the CSS Lions, there's no gold house anymore. So champions blue in the lead, green in second, and red in third, as they go past the patrons just about now. I don't know if this is the case with the Charlestown Secondary School, but there has been a trend over the years that most of the persons involved in the march pass won't be running on the track. They're more the supporters for the house, and I don't know if that's the case here. And Headmistress Paris is going to invite the patrons to formally inspect the troops. So she has greeted the patrons, and she is now inviting them to follow her. They're going to start with the with the Blue House, the champion house. So that's Headmistress Paris, and these are the two patrons. Having a quick word with the cadet, and then they'll go and officially meet with the athletes. So the two patrons would have a quick word, I guess, with the athletes, a word of encouragement here and there.
In their days at the Charlestown Secondary School.
So obviously the two patrons would have been two of the outstanding athletes in past years for CSS. That's normally the case.
Just want to say good afternoon to the members of the media.
So Diana Brown and
Right department.
not too sure of the
And of course, it's
male. I'm not sure of the male patron as yet, but we'll get that name as time progresses. So 3 houses competing today, and we are not too sure how long the meet will extend into the afternoon, because I'm not sure if the lights have been fixed, because last time we were here there was an issue with the lights. If the lights are not fixed, I guess the meet would be either aborted or they'll try and complete it in time before it gets dark.
Of the inspection of the athletes.
Looks as if they're
Good afternoon, all. We're saying welcome to the 2025 edition of the Charlestown Secondary School Sports. Today we are going to begin with the national anthem. Can we all stand at attention, please, while the anthem is being played?
So we're gonna have the national anthem of St. Kitts and Nevis.
Please. The national anthem, please.
I think somebody wants to change the national anthem.
Mr. DJ.
I think the DJ has found the anthem for another country. So he's playing. He got it now.
At ease. Now as we complete the march past, as the athletes take their leave, we are going to say a special shout out to our patrons for this year's Sports Day, Mr. Kenley Maynard and Miss Diana Brown.
So it's Kenley Maynard and Diana Brown. Kenley Maynard is the name.
Will be read shortly, but we'll complete the march past first. Mr. DJ.
Now the DJ wants to play the national anthem again instead of the march past. Now he needs to get that right.
So that's it for the inspection section. We just will have the disbursement of the.
I thought that after the national anthem they would have had a word of prayer, but that has not been done. So we're going to get into the races after the reading of the profiles.
We have Blue House. Followed by Green House. Cheerful engineers. School sporting legacy, excelling in both track and field and netball. During her time at CSS, Diana showcased her exceptional talent in shot put, long jump, and high jump, earning multiple medals at both the CSS Sports League and the prestigious TDC Inter-High School Championships. Her dedication and prowess in these disciplines made her a formidable competitor and a source of inspiration for her peers. Beyond the field, Diana's passion for netball was undeniable. As a high school athlete, she represented Davis at the under 16, under 23, and national netball levels, consistently demonstrating her skill and commitment to the sport. Her defensive abilities earned her the title of Best Defender on multiple occasions, cementing her reputation as one of the finest defenders to emerge from the island. Diana Brown's sporting journey exemplifies hard work, discipline, and a true love for athletics. As patron of the Charlestown Secondary School Sports Day, she stands as a role model for young athletes, encouraging them to push beyond their limits and embrace the spirit of competition with excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, our patron, Miss Diana Brown. Put your hands together for Miss Diana Brown. Profile of Mr. Kenny Maynard. Kenny Maynard is a dedicated track and field enthusiast whose passion and dedication led to significant success in the school. He attended the Charlestown Secondary School from 1997 to 2002 and the Nevis Sixth Form College from 2002 to 2004. While at both institutions, Kenley represented Gold House and had a strong passion for sprint races, particularly the 100 meters and 200 meters, as well as long jump. These events fueled his love for the adrenaline of competition. During his time at CSS, Kenley earned medals in various events, including the 100 meters, 200 meters, 4x100 meters, and 4x400 meters, and also represented CSS at the inter-high school meets in Nevis and St. Kitts. After graduating, he continued to showcase his talent at regional meets in St. Martin, Tortola, and Barbados. Kenley was heavily inspired by Nevis' first track and field Olympian, Mr. Kirby Wallace, who not only motivated him throughout his track and field tenure, but also provided guidance and training throughout. His advice to current athletes is to focus on the fundamentals, stay consistent, and remain passionate about their goals. He believes that dedication, resilience, and a positive mindset are essential for success and encourages athletes to surround themselves with supportive individuals. Currently, Kenley works as the manager at Boulder Corporate Services Nevis Limited, where he applies his leadership skills in professional career while continuing to inspire others in their athletic journey. Ladies and gentlemen, our patron for this afternoon, Mr. Kenny Maynard. Put your hands together for our patrons. This afternoon is the under 14 females.
So we're gonna have the under 14 females coming up.
09 seconds.
It's really windy here. I've never experienced this amount of wind here at the Mondo. The camera is in danger. If you move away from it, it's gonna be blown down, tripod and all. So we have some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 athletes in this one. And you get the impression that this is going to be a fast-paced event. Remember that these athletes are those who probably ran at the grade 5 and 6 level for the last inter-primary. They would have gone to high school since then, and so they're accustomed to compete against each other. So it would be athletes from probably St. Thomas's. Look at the wind moving the cone there. It's blowing really hard here. Really windy here at the Mondo. There it goes again. Number 7 has been blown. Number 2 is now being blown off the track. They're gonna have a lot of problems today with this wind. Has to be that there's some kind of storm passing somewhere. But despite all that, they are under status orders. First race of the day. We have a clean start. So let's see how this one works out. At the top we have an athlete in white top, but then there's a greenhouse athlete making waves here. Greenhouse athlete making serious waves here. So look at her. She has gone ahead now, but then there's a red house athlete closing the gap on the inside. Red house has gone ahead for the moment. So we have red, blue, and green. Green has dropped back slightly. Red is making waves. Red is moving really nicely, I could tell you. Blue is trying to hold her own, but guess what? Red. It would be red, I believe. With the last 80 meters or so, red with a distinctive lead. And it looks easy at the top. Easy at the top. Easy at the top. Here's red. Red is going to take it. She has done really well. And then blue. There's blue. And then there's green. And then we have the others. So that looks like green coming through. And green again. And then we're going to have blue. Blue house coming through now. So here's blue house coming through. Completing the race. And they're having a little bit of a confab. Those three athletes, very good friends. First, second, and third. It will be the under 14 boys now. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think about 8 athletes in this one. Should be interesting. Should be getting out of the block shortly. A little bit of a hush here at the Mondo track. We're going to get back to that. As they're off and running. So who is at the top? Red at the top for the moment, but he's on the outside, so he could be in problems. And now we are having, I'm not sure, the athletes in black can't really say which house it is. And there's no black house, so, but one of them has pulled away now. He's definitely in front. One of the athletes in black, I understand it could be a France, but he's pulling away from the pack now, looking as if he's going to take this one hands down. France is the name. So here he comes. Final 100 meters. This is a rush. Nice strong finish. Here he comes. Really great finish this. Strong race. He has pulled away from the others, even though Greenhouse is trying to make a comeback. He's of red, and tremendous finish. Green second. And then the others come through. Red, then blue, and then green, and green, and blue, and blue.
And just a reminder, house mistresses, please make sure athletes run.
Well, we thought the race was over, but then there was one athlete of Red House who still has to come through. And he gets a round of applause because the fact is he has completed the course. He could have stopped, but he has decided, I'm going to finish this. And he has done it. But I think these are the under 16 girls. And we have some 2, 4, 6, 8 athletes in this one. It's going to be another fast-paced race. And let's see if somebody's going to pull away or it's going to be a tight finish. On the starters orders, Adelvin, Philip, and well, they're off and running. Let's see who is leading this one. Well, somebody in black has taken the lead again. And, well, black again, it looks like red. I'm seeing some kind of red at the front. So a Red House athlete pulling away. Greenhouse is chasing. So can Greenhouse catch up? We still have Red House leading with a good lead. But Green is on the inside. Can she make up the slack? I have my doubts about that though. Well, can Green make up the slack? Green is trying her utmost to make up the slack here. Let's see what happens. I think that Red will take it with ease. Green is trying her utmost, but it's Red pulling away and taking gold. That's a serious run by Red. Serious run by Red. And then Green. Good strong finish. And do we have a close one for third? There's a sneak up. There's a sneak up. There's a sneak up. There's a sneak up. Wow. I think she managed to cross the line ahead. And then the others.
Doing the 400 meters.
1:15:19 Shaka.
This race is sponsored by Touch Lives Transformation Center, Ricks Auto, Refrigeration, Electrical, and Painting Needs, and Island Time.
Now for the under 16 boys, I'm not too sure who else you should keep your eyes on, but keep your eyes on young Clark and keep your eyes on young Newton. Maybe there's a surprise package somewhere in the... The whole idea is that there might be a surprise package in the mix, but young Newton, young Clark, those I know. The others we'll find out about today. So under starters orders, under 16 boys, this is going to be an event, I can tell you. Keep your eyes peeled and don't wink because it's going to be fast paced. It's going to be a fast paced one, folks. Under starters orders, they're off. Let's see who is going to take the lead in this one. Let's see. Looking cool at the top is Newton. So Newton already making a move here. So Clark is coming along on the inside. So, but there's a Blue House who I didn't mention earlier. He's out front. Clark on the inside is closing in, but that Newton, look at Newton making his move. Newton is making his move, but there are two Blue House athletes at the top. But Clark is on the inside. It's going to be a tough finish. It's going to be a tight finish. Look at this closely. Look at this closely. It's blue and green. There's a greenhouse athlete in the mix as well. But Newton pulls away. And then green. And then two others. And then Clark. Well, that's a bit of a surprise. And then we have red. So red house coming through now. Just some cool, smooth strides. He's not going to overexert himself, and then red. But that Newton, he's a special athlete because he ran a strategic race, started out in a cool manner, and then when he pulled out the stops, he pulled out the stops. Tremendous race that by Newton.
We're looking to see 16 plus females.
16 plus females now on the track. Just about to get going. So, on the starters orders, and should be out of the blocks shortly. They're out of the blocks. Let's see who is leading. Up top, looking very quick indeed, is I think an athlete of green, but we'll have to verify that. Being chased now though, and then the others trailing. But at the top, she has always been an outstanding athlete, and so too the one in second. But at the top, we have a definite leader, and she's clocking up. She's really trying to maybe break the record. It's been held by Renika Daniel, and that has been a long-serving record. But here she comes, challenging the record, I believe. Here she comes, really moving at a rapid clip. She's going to take this gold medal with ease. Here she comes, crosses the line now. And then we have the second placer and the third, and then the fourth place athlete will come
And
through.
in
That's
the end,
Red
we have
House.
blue taking the
She has
silver.
decided to do a bit of
Red
walking.
would have taken
Then
the
she
bronze.
gets some encouragement
In the
and
end.
starts to run again. And here she comes.
So that was the 16 plus females.
To complete this race, here she comes.
Record time was
Decides she's
59.84.
just going to walk across the line.
We'll
Complete
see
the race.
59.98.
All 4 athletes
Make
in.
more effort. Could have put one in the back there.
So it's green house, blue house, and then red and red.
Event number 6 on the card. On the 18 males. Shamari Newton, the record holder. 49.82 seconds.
It's going to be the over 16 boys. And this could be very interesting as well. I know Gishad has always been an outstanding athlete. I'm not too sure. And I think keep your eyes also on this Red House athlete. He's also a very determined competitor. And then there will be some others in the mix as well. Well, just about to get going on the starters orders. It's going to be fast paced, that much I can tell you. Out of the blocks now. So let's see who is leading. Blue House at the top. So blue. And I'm not sure who is the second placer. But blue has a strong lead. Then we have a cluster of athletes closing the gap on blue because blue is on the outside. So these are athletes on the inside, green, and it looks like another blue. On the inside, looking really strong. So, well, it's green and green. So at the top, this is the real competition here. Green and green at the top. This is going to be the race, folks. Here they come. Here they come. Well, 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 it's a tight one. It's a close one as the wind picks up. Well, giving it their all, and one pulls away. He just couldn't keep it up. And it was a tremendous finish that between those two. The two greenhouse athletes. A little bit of bragging rights. We have a blue house athlete just completing the course. So that was a tremendous finish. And we're being fought very fiercely by the wind, pushing the camera.
So you can just get it in, not the pool.
Yes, in the meantime, I want to stick a plug for the Negus Literary and Debating Society. Of course, every year party, you can win.
Well, we're going to have the over 20 400 meters for males. Apparently there are no females, so we have some 3 athletes in this one.
4th place, a Saturday night music festival ticket.
So we're going to have the 3 athletes. Well, make it 4. There are 4 athletes actually. So 4 athletes in this one, over 20 males. The wind picks up again, and those cones are in problems. But the athletes, would this be a wind-assisted race? I'm not even certain. And if it's a wind-assisted race, how does that equate in terms of the current record held by Leroy Chapman?
400 meters.
I am not sure how they calculate those things, especially when it's so windy. And is the wind like this assisting the athletes or preventing them from really running as fast as they could? The wind seems to be blowing against them at this point. So let's hope that they'll manage, because it certainly is a very, very abnormally so windy day.
In the meantime,
As per usual, there seem to be some issues with the gun, starting gun. But Kevin Wallace and Delvin Phillip would have sorted that out. They're under starters orders now, the athletes. It's going to be another fast-paced event.
Is that fire again? Test, check it.
Let's hope that the gun will work this time. So we're going to get the start of this one. The wind again picks up, getting more forceful. I wonder if I could find out something about the weather. We'll get back to that as we have the greenhouse athlete at the top for the moment, but there's another greenhouse athlete on the inside who is making waves early and closing the gap and goes past him now. So, and then there's another athlete challenging both of them. He's on the inside. He closes in on the green in front, passes him now. It's not a big lead by any stretch of the imagination, but he's in the lead. We'll have the final 100 meters coming up. Green is trying to make a comeback. So let's see what happens there. Green is coming back. Final 100 meters. This could be exciting. Look at this, folks. Well, it's a tight one, but Green pulling away. Green pulling away. Champion run. Then red. Then green. Then blue.
And blue coming through. And the record lives on.
So tremendous run that by the greenhouse athlete. And his family members behind us were jumping.
Event number 7 just being completed.
We're going to have the 1200 meters now for the junior girls. And we have some 3, 5, 7 athletes in this one. And so let me try and establish what the athlete in black and what color she's representing. The athlete in white is representing green based on the color of the number. And then we have 2 blue house athletes. Well, maybe 3. We'll have to find out. Once the athlete in black turns around, I'm seeing a blue ribbon, so she's representing blue. And blue on her hand, blue socks as well should tell the story. So they're under starters orders. They won't be crouching for this one. And I think it's what? 3 times around the track. So being asked to relax. Apparently there was an athlete without a number. That is being corrected now. Just about to get started any moment now. So, just about to get going. I think it's 3 times around the track. They're in a bit of a huddle right now. And we'll take the first leg and then we'll come back on the final leg. Record holder is Tiana Liebert, that outstanding track athlete. She's in the United States, still making waves. And we wish her all the best. But in a bit of a huddle here as they come around still in the first lap. Just about completing 200 meters. So for the moment, no clear leader. A bit of a huddle.
And this race is being sponsored by...
And I don't think based on this pace that the record would be in any danger at all.
200 meters just completed.
The wind really giving us a problem here.
As they make their way on the turn.
So we'll have to work around that. Well, we have The
Just
blue
about
house
100 meters to go
athlete,
to
same
complete
blue house
lap
athlete
number
with the
one.
black. She has a
It's
bit of a lead.
So it's a 400 meter track.
So
400
she
meter
has a
track.
slight lead right
So
now.
athletes will journey around 3 times.
But then there's another athlete, Green, who is within
So we see
striking
blue in
range.
front.
And then some
Maintaining a
others,
steady lead.
not far behind. So
Followed by green and green, blue, blue.
has a definite lead.
Green and blue.
Don't know for how long. So we'll break. And when they come back for the final.
It's the other.
Medals are being presented
Some athletes tired a bit
after each race.
as they're walking.
There was a bit of a lull, a bit of a pause, but
Just about
still being
600
done.
meters completed. Blue followed by green.
Now it's gonna be
to complete lap number 2.
one more lap after this. And blue has pulled away, has a definite lead.
Yes, it's very windy.
She knows that she has to go around one more time now. But there's a greenhouse athlete who is making waves.
The final lap.
That greenhouse athlete is within striking range.
Blue is still in the
So
front.
blue would know that it's not all over as yet. And then we have a blue house
This one
athlete
is
as
shaping up
well
to be a wonderful
in
race to
third.
finish.
So let's see how this works out, because the two athletes are obviously tired. The greenhouse athlete in second isn't making a push. But is she running a strategic race? Is she going to make a push late in the race?
And green.
The impression I'm getting, she has settled for that. No, maybe not. She's been encouraged now, but the leader has a clear lead. Can she catch up?
about 250
She's moving a
meters to
little
go.
faster now.
It's blue.
I'm seeing
Followed
more
by
effort,
green,
more
followed by
energy.
blue.
It's not fast paced, but she definitely has crept up. But the leader, maintaining that one
200
pace,
meters to go.
still has a good
Will it
lead.
be blue or will it be green?
So green seems to have gone back into reverse. She is slowed up again. No, she's making a move. Is that a strategic move? Or is that because the leader has decided to pull away?
She's extending the lead, 150
The
meters to
leader
go.
has decided to pull away. And so
So it's blue still in the front, followed by green.
we have
As she comes down the
a
straightaway.
clear leader
100
now.
meters to go. It's blue, followed by green.
It's not so much a challenge anymore. This is going to be a clear
As she comes
goal
home,
for the Blue House
50 meters to
athlete.
go.
She has done really
Blue still
well
in the way.
and maintained a
Followed
very
by
good
green.
momentum at the top,
I guess I can call it serious
and
now. It's
deservedly
blue.
takes goal.
Taking the goal.
Blue House athlete,
In the under 14
and then
females.
Greenhouse, who did a pretty good
100
run,
meters.
comes in now for
And
the
we see
silver
green picking
medal.
up the silver.
She also did well. So too
And
did
blue.
the, I think maybe red
Picking up the bronze.
Blue House athlete, I'm not sure. And more
We
medals
still have some athletes on the track.
being presented. It seems as if there's a
And we see an
Blue House
athlete of
athlete
green, athlete of blue.
under some stress
They are walking.
over there. But we have blue coming through now. And the other athlete has started to run now. So final two athletes on the track. Can we have a sneak up? She's gonna have a sneak up here. We have a race on. We have a race on because she
So
doesn't
listen,
want to be the
coming
last
on.
one in. This is a creep up. This is a creep up. Can blue hold on? Can blue hold out?
So
No.
green overtakes that blue. And take it
Green goes
forward.
past her. She couldn't
Blue will have to set it
increase
for
her
the quick.
momentum at all.
And we still have two more athletes on the track.
Good finish.
One of green and one of blue. 200 meters to go.
And we still have two athletes. Green passes, blue. Blue is walking. Green
It's green and
decides
blue.
to make a run for it now. She's gonna do a fast pace on the final 100, I believe. Here she comes,
100 meters to go for the
Greenhouse.
greenhouse athlete.
rushing down the track.
Let's bring her home.
She conserved some energy for this last bid effort. And we'll come home now to a spattering of applause.
Just about 40 meters to go.
Here she comes, digging deep, making sure that she finishes the race. And does just that.
So green has 26.
So the final athlete deciding to complete the course. She could have stopped, she could have opted out, but she has decided to complete the course, and that alone deserves a round of applause, which she gets a warm hand.
Come on, almost there.
Well,
almost
she
there.
started to walk again and now decides to finish. Still with a little bit of a walk, and she'll finally cross the line. Race
Yes,
completed.
wonderful, wonderful. That's the under 14 females.
The under 14 boys,
Up next,
1200 meters.
under 14 males.
Some
Johnson.
under 14 boys,
On your mark. No,
1200 meters. They're going to stand. Kevin Wallace.
on your mark.
Don't go down, don't go down.
Kevin Wallace is a starter. So just about to get going. They're out of the blocks. So we'll take, as per usual, the first lap, and then we'll be back with the final lap. So 3 times around the track, and green out front, blue in second, and then 2 red house athletes. So green followed by blue. It's not a fast pace, but I'm trying to maintain a decent clip for the moment. But it's green and blue. Green followed by blue. Green pulling away ever so slightly. Blue doesn't seem to be challenging for the moment, but maybe he might do so on the second leg, second lap coming up, as he comes down now to complete lap number 1. Then we'll buzz out and come back for the final lap. We'll see who is leading then. But green right now, he has established a very good lead at the top and looks cool, calm and composed. As he goes past us now, he has 2 more laps to go. Blue still trailing. Here's red in third. He'll go past us momentarily. And then we have another red house athlete, but he's struggling badly. I'm not sure if he's gonna pull out of the race or he's gonna try to go around, but he's determined enough for the moment, determined enough to keep going, and that's what he's doing right now. Might finish it next year, but who cares once he finishes it. So here's green. He's pulling away, increasing momentum, knowing that he has 1 more lap to go. Maybe challenging for a record here. The way he's going, my goodness, where did that energy come from? Looks as if he has gone by reliable motors and secured a whole carload of gas, and he's really pelted out. So I think he's working to a plan. I think record is on his mind, and he's moving along really nicely here. Of course, he would have slowed up, but the point is he has established such a lead, and he's really challenging the record. The blows athlete, who earlier was close to him, has dropped back badly. He has dropped back badly, but it's still green. So green moving along nicely. So green. Red might be lapped here. He's in danger of being lapped because green, challenging for a record, might catch up on him, and I think he's trying. He's trying. Can he lap him? I think he will. He has done that. That record could be in problems. That's a brilliant run by the youngster of Greenhouse. Stumbles slightly, but regains his balance. The Red House athlete at the top was walking. Somebody told him to run. He doesn't want to be lapped. So he is pushed out at a good pelt. He doesn't want to be lapped by the Blue House athlete. Blue would be completing the race, I think. But this Red House athlete would have to go around one more time, sadly. But see, he's struggling. But the point is, he is with Blue is closing in though. He really struggled. He tried hard, but Blue is gonna lap him. I believe Blue is gonna lap him. Red didn't have any more gas. He almost pulled him back. Almost as if he was gonna say, boy, I'm gonna pull you back. But he can't do that. No, he hasn't completed the races yet. He has to go around one more time. Sadly, that's not good news, Adelvin. Adelvin telling him that he has one more lap to go, but encouraging him nonetheless. I think he might walk this one. He's going to get a big hand if he completes it, I could tell you. The other Red House athlete, though, doing his final lap. And let's see where he is at. He's coming around now at a fairly good clip. And he's going to do the final 100 meters in a wee bit. So, final 100 meters. Coming down at a good clip here. Good strong clip. Red House storming home. And I hope that the other Red House athlete would finish with a clip like this at a fast pace too. Here he comes. Would have done some walking, but the fact is he has finished strongly. Finally completing the race. Now, the way that this athlete is going and the fact that they don't have lights, I wonder if they'll wait until he completes the race or start the other race. Talking about that, I did confirm, I should say, from one of the officials that the lights here at the Mondo are still not working. But they put 3 lights on the outside, and I don't think those are going to contribute much to anything. I'm trying to pick up the lights.
Is one of our sponsors now, Let's Stop Construction. And United. Those are the sponsors for the upcoming race, which is on the 16th today.
So the final athlete, Red House, has decided to do a run. He's going to run now to load the cheers. Somebody has told him to complete with a run. It's a bit of a trudge, but he's moving a lot faster than he was a while ago. So here he comes, the final athlete, Red House. I think he might still give his house a point, and that's important. It's all about giving your house a point. So, Red House, or maybe he's saving the energy for the final 100 meters. That could be interesting. If that final 100 meters is record breaking, he might still be able to give his house a point. I'm not sure. Let's see what happens now. He's approaching the 100 meter mark. Please don't walk. Please don't walk. Please don't walk. Please run now. Run as if somebody's chasing you. Well, no. He decides I'm going to wait until I'm closer to do that sprint. Can we get a sprint? Can we get a sprint here He's still just trudging along. We need a little round of applause for him, a little bit of an encouragement. Can we see a sprint? Anything for the crowd now. Well, they're encouraging him, He has decided, well, this is the pace I'm going to complete the race at. And he gets a round of applause, some cheers, and he completes the race now. Some 5 athletes in this one. Some 5 athletes in this one, and let's see what pace they start out at. Blue, well represented here. 3 blues, 1 red, and 1 green. Greenhouse athlete, of course, always a champion from Charlestown Primary School days. Moving along nicely for starters. Looks as if she wants to establish a lead, but being challenged here. Sometimes the analysts would say that it's good to conserve some energy. Some would think that you should go fast at the top, establish a big lead, and then cruise after that. But whichever way it goes, you better have energy to finish. For the moment, Red House with a nice little lead. Green in second, blue in third. Those are the 3 athletes at the top. And let's see what kind of a race they'll run here, these 3. But for the moment, Red House establishing a lead and looking as if she wants this. But Greenhouse, don't take your eyes off her. She has been an outstanding athlete through the years, from Charlestown primary days right up to CSS. Closing the gap slightly now on the Red House athlete. We are still into lap number 1. So Red House looking really strong for the moment. Nice pace, but also having a good clip, green and blue. We'll chip out, we'll come back for the final lap as we have a look at blue and blue. Now, as we approach the start of the final lap, green has taken a lead. Red seems to be struggling somewhat, but green has always done well from the Charlestown Primary School days, as I indicated. And red also getting the indication that it's the final lap by the blow of the whistle. But green lengthening that lead now. Red, does she have anything left to make it a competitive last 40 meters or so? She doesn't seem to have anything in the tank right now. Green at the top. Looks as if she's okay. As blue goes past us now. And then the other blue comes into view. But at the top, green stretching away from the Red House athlete. Still a champion run this. And at the 200 meter mark now. And I have a sneaking feeling that she's still going to run faster than that when she comes to the final 100 meters, because she has the adrenaline rush and she's been encouraged by her fan base. And so I believe that she's going to, and just about doing that too, she's going to increase the pace. This final 100 meters will be more of a rush now. As she turns now, this last 100 meters, look at this. She's pushing out, striding out nicely. This is a tremendous race. Tremendous race this. She has handled it superbly. And maybe even looking for the record. Loud round of applause. So, Red House coming through now. Here's Red. She will take the silver medal. Here she comes. Red House will cross the line just about now. Then we have two Blue House athletes. They are friends, but maybe not for the moment, because one is pulling away and she'll take the bronze, and the other one will settle for fourth place. So I think this is the final athlete coming through. Very good footballer. And they're finishing pretty strongly. Blue House athlete completing the course. Under 16 boys at the starting line. Some 9 athletes in this one. 1,200 meters it will be. Kervin Wallace will give the orders. They're on the starters orders. He'll give the indication by releasing the trigger. Young Newton is in this one again. He runs from 100 meters right up to 1,200. Well-rounded athlete he is. And right away, he has decided to go to the top. But the other athletes who want to win this one would know that if they're going to win this one, they have to stay close to him early. And so at least one of them wants to stay close to him. So for the moment, Newton leading. But he's been closed in now by a taller athlete, even though in these kind of events, height really isn't the determining factor. As we see a presentation of medals now right away. But back on the track, still Newton leading, as he's been challenged slightly by the athlete in second place, who is getting a little closer. But he looks as if he's in control for the moment, is Newton. And so he's going to complete the first lap ahead of the others. And we'll break. With this cluster, we're going to break. We'll come back on the final leg. Imagine this athlete as he passed by. He's in the last spot, but he was able to wave to his fans in the stand. So as we approach the start of the final lap, Newton still has a lead. But that second place is still within striking range. But I think Newton is running a smart race. I think he has some energy left, and he'll be pulling out the stops. So 2 greens chasing after the blue, which is Newton. And Newton holding on. I think he's going to make a move maybe on the 200-meter mark. Looks as if he's digging deep, ready for that burst. I think he's almost ready for that burst. He now gets to the 200-meter mark, and I think it's showtime, folks. But the second place is still within striking range. But let's see. I think it's going to be showtime. Newton may be waiting for a little closer. No, he has made his move now. He has made his move now. That outstanding young athlete, young Newton, pulling away. But Green has decided to follow. But it's too little, too late. Star athlete, young Newton, being chased here. But he's large and in charge. Finishes as cool as ever. Takes gold. Green with a rush takes silver. And congratulations. And then we have blue coming through to take the bronze medal. So third place goes to blue. Well, that's green. Third place goes to green. And then blue. So here comes green and blue, that is, completing the race. Then we have Red House looking pretty strong as he comes in now to complete the course. Red House it is. Gets across the line now. And a little sneak up here by blue. Red says no. I think he did manage to keep ahead of him. And then we have blue. We still have two athletes on the track. Red, tall, young man. Will cross the line just about now. Crosses the line now. And then we have one of the athletes. At least he's showing promise. He's running. Yeah, he's definitely running. So you have to say kudos to him. Even though he's way behind, he's finishing strongly. Look at this finish. Nice strong finish. And the crowd warms to the effort. Nice strong finish. On the 16 females it is. It's a 16 plus female, sorry. So these are the older girls. And at the top, well, all three in a huddle really. No clear lead. So the three athletes pretty close to each other. Still early days yet in this race. It's 1500 this time around, not 1200. And so they come down now with purple with a bit of a lead. But the two greenhouse athletes right on her heel. So she's representing red. And the green comes alongside her now. So we're gonna take them back on the final lap. Well, we have the two athletes at the top still keeping each other company as we're gonna have the final lap coming up. We'll have an indication when they go around of the whistle being blown. But for the moment, these two staying close to each other. So red and green. Red and green. Staying close to each other here. Green close on the heel of red as they make this circle. Coming around now, purple. Purple it is. Coming around, still leading. Green seems to be struggling right now in second. And it's red pulling away slightly, and green doesn't seem to have anything left, but you never know if she'll recoup before she gets to the final 100 meters mark. It's not a big lead by any stretch of the imagination, but well, it almost looks as if purple is slowing up too. So can green make a comeback? And if she comes back, does purple have anything left? Green is closing. Green is closing the gap. What does purple have in response? Is she going to lead all this way and then let it go? I don't think so. I think purple is going to make a move. Purple is going to make a move. Somebody would have told her that green is right on her heels. But it looks as if purple doesn't have anything left. Purple didn't respond. But I think purple is waiting for that 100 meters dash. Who is the sprinter? Purple is pulling away again. It's a slight lead. Can we have a dash for the finish now? Do we have a dash for the finish? Both athletes look extremely tired. I don't think they want to come in together. Somebody wants gold. Somebody will have to settle for silver. No real pull away right now. Oh, there's another lap. Is there another lap? Must be another lap then. So there's another lap. So purple pulling away slightly again, getting encouragement. Green is holding her thigh slightly. So they have another lap. So there's one more lap. And purple is still leading. Green every now and again touching her thigh as if she's struggling with an injury. And purple still leading. Green has stopped that leg injury bothering her. I'm not sure if she could ever come back from this. because purple, even though she's not going at a fast clip, is going at a steady clip. And that's what's going to make the difference. That steady clip increases the lead significantly, moment by moment. So will Green start to run again and make a dash for it? She has started to run again, but that's not quite the dash she would be hoping for. But she has recuperated somewhat, and she is closing the gap again. She did it once, and I believe she wants to do it again. Now, purple wouldn't want to let go this stout lead here. She has been at the top for long, but Green is making a comeback. Green is making a real serious bid here. Does purple have enough to hold on? The final 100 meters, and can purple challenge herself and lap this greenhouse athlete? This greenhouse athlete in danger of being lapped here. Can purple lap her? She does. She will. Purple laps her now. What a tremendous finish by purple. Red House secures gold. It has been a tremendous run by purple. And then we have Greenhouse, who did a pretty good run too, settling for silver. So there's a Greenhouse athlete walking, and we'll break. She won't be coming in anytime soon. So we have the final athlete coming through with a bit of a jog, and I think she'll get a round of applause for determination and commitment to finishing the race as she comes down the final 80 meters or so, and going to complete this race. Spattering of applause goes up. Seems to be carrying a bit of an injury too, but the point is she is completing the race, and that is always good. Once the race is completed, that's a big effort. Race completed. +16 boys now. Not sure how many we have in this one. 5 athletes in this race. So we'll take the first lap as per usual, and we'll have a slight idea as to what might transpire on the final lap when we come back. But lap number 1, they're pretty close to each other, and we already see Red House trying to make a move at the top, but the other athletes are not letting him run away. So still at the top, Red looking pretty strong, along with what looks like Green. So Green, and then Blue comes alongside, and then Green and Green. So Blue now pulling away from Red and Green, and then we have Green, Green. We break, we'll be back. So we're approaching the start of the final lap. We still have 2 athletes at the top, Red and Blue, close to each other. It might come down to a sprint, but for the moment, Red is leading. Blue is staying close, right on his heels. So let's see what happens, because Red is determined. He's trying to dig deep. He's trying to pull away. Blue House staying close. He's in second, and the others are a distance away. Green and Green. But at the top, this is where the interest lies. Red. It's going to come down to a sprint, folks. Watch closely. Whenever Red pulls away, Blue is going to follow. And it's a matter of who can hold on. Red now. He's going to make a move. Somebody has to make a move as they approach the Start of the 100 meters. Red is making his move. So too is blue. This is where the sprint machines work. Red trying to hold on. Blue trying to come in. Blue rushing along nicely. Red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. Red pushes out again. Now, wow, what a finish. Blue may have tipped him at the line. I'm not sure. Very close finish indeed. Now we have a little sneak up here. Green trying to catch up on blue. Well, green on green, sorry. But green decides I'm going to stay ahead of my colleague and friend. So one more athlete on the track. It's a greenhouse athlete. And he comes through to complete the race, which is really important. As he comes down now, just has about 15 meters to complete this. And the fact is, he does complete it. That's Mari. So that's Amari Jones, who is a fantastic all-rounder in cricket. So it looks as if we're going to have the 20-plus males. They all seem anxious, being told to relax now. So, seems to be a problem with the gun, I'm not sure. Doing a little practice. They are off and running this time. It will be, well, there's a leader already, establishing a bit of a distance between himself and the others. Then there's red and the others. So let's see how long he can keep up this pace. For the moment, it's a strong out, I can tell you. And it's a strategy that he has decided to work on. That is, get a big lead early. And this young man has been training really hard. His mom must be somewhere in the crowd cheering him on. But he has worked really hard. He has trained hard. And this is the real deal now. No more practice. Then there's one other athlete. He's a big man. Maybe he can catch up later. But he has one more lap to go. I want to believe that he's challenging for the record. So he doesn't have a lot of time left. So he's really digging deep here. Really digging deep. So he's digging really deep now as he goes around. About 300 meters to go. Well, moving along stoutly, still giving it his all. He has done a very good run. He has done a very good run. So I don't think the record will be broken. As the other athletes struggling big time. They are way behind. So at the top, it's a one-man show. It's a one-man show. So here he comes. He has done really well. This is a strong finish as well. Strong finish, strong finish. And that's what hard work does. You train hard, you practice hard, and on the day, you can literally show off. Where are the others? Let's see, we could have an interesting finish between these three. They're within striking range of each other. And on the final 100 meters, I want to believe that something is going to give. Red is trying to pull away. And the Red House in the back, he has been going at that one pace all afternoon. But Red trying to stride away now. Red making a move. He has decided that he doesn't want to be with the others. So he's finishing really strongly now. Here he comes. Really nice, strong finish. Here he comes. And then we're going to look at what happens behind him after he gets into cross the line. Here he goes, crossing the line now. And then Green with a nice rush as well to finish. And then here's a real race. Here's a real race. Here's a real race. He tried hard. The man who was behind all afternoon went past the other athlete, deciding he didn't want to come last. And the young man, he tried hard, but he almost overbalanced, but he has completed the race. Well, I can tell you that this young lady is a special runner. She's a special athlete, this Red House athlete. Tremendous race. So Janaya is the name. She's a super athlete, one to watch. We're going to have the boys now, under 14 boys. So they're off and running. And let's see who's going to take this one. Let's see who's taking this one. Green. And he took it by a long shot. And Blue House athlete seems to be pulling up. He's going down for the count. But that greenhouse athlete really pulled away from the others. Tremendous run that. I wonder if they have any Red Cross on duty. Nobody seems to be looking well. I did say nobody, but his Blue House teammate goes to look for him, trying to make sure he's okay. Seems to be pulled a muscle or something. Finally getting some help as well. Well, I guess the cameraman has decided that that's his best position, but he'll always be in the frame in front of the athletes. Guess there's nothing we could do about that. So, under 16 boys. Or is it girls? I think it's under 16 girls. So they'll be rushing out of the block shortly. 100 meters is the distance. They're off and running. Let's see who is leading in this one. There's a definite leader. There's a definite leader. Red House and Red House. Red House and Red House. And maybe Green sneaked in somewhere on the inside. But it was a good race. Fast-paced one that. These are the under 16 boys. We have another fast-paced one here. Fast-paced one here. Who's going to take this one? Who's going to take this one? My goodness. Oh, young Clark has pulled up. Young Clark has pulled up. Not for the first time. But it really was a quick one.
Turn over here.
So this is one of the lights that is on the outside of the stadium, but I don't think these will mean too much when it gets dark. I don't think these will shed any light on the track, not much. I guess it's just back to the good old days when there were no lights and you had to complete the meets before it was dark, and meets were completed before it was dark. I think nowadays meets are slowed up so that the vendors can get their sales. Sometimes they have extended breaks and so on, so that the vendors can, make some money. Nothing wrong with that, but when it comes around no lights after dark, well, that's a different story altogether. The athletes are now under starters orders. It's the over 16 girls. I think Bailey's in this one, and Bailey has been an outstanding athlete over the years. She has already won one race for the afternoon and looking to make it two. They're out of the blocks. Who's going to take this one? Bailey on the outside, looking quick. On the inside, we have a couple athletes. Well, this is interesting. This is interesting. This is interesting. I think Bailey it is. That's Bailey. Well, she says, I came in last, but I'm okay. On the status orders, once. And I think it's the over 16 or under 16 males. So under 16 males it is. And this will be a fast-paced one. I'm not too sure which athletes are in this one, but it's going to be competitive. Mark my words. False start. On the starters orders once more. So just about to get going. All of the athletes want a bit of a quick out. Let's hope that they don't breach the clean start. Let's see who is taking this one. It's a fast, oh my goodness, look in the middle of the track. Look in the middle of the track. He's a top athlete. He's a seriously top athlete. Always. Let's get out. So LJ taking this one with ease. He just stormed down the track. For Red House, taking that one with consummate ease. Tremendous race. Tremendous athlete. So we're gonna have the start of this one. It's the 18 plus males, 100 meters. And a lot of bragging rights involved in this one, I can tell you. So it's gonna be fast paced as well. Every single athlete here wants to be able to say at the end of the race that I did it. Well, here goes now. Let's see who's going to take this one. We have a fast out here. There's a greenhouse athlete. He's going to take this. He's going to take this. Yes. Brilliantly done. Oh, and that's Busso. Busso. Oh, Busso is an entertainer. I think Busso came second to last, really. But Busso is celebrating as if he won the gold medal. He's an entertainer. He's enjoying it, Busso. So Busso running for Red House. Celebrating as if he had won the race. Well, we're gonna go to the hurdles now. We're going to the hurdles, and it's 60 meters on the 14 girls. Let's see who handles this well. And here they come. Who is leading? Blue is doing well. Blue is doing really well. Blue looks as if she's gonna take this one with ease. With ease. Consummate ease. Then green, blue. So Blue took that one with ease.
So we have 80 meters now. Hurdles on the 14 males. Sponsors for this one are Rwanda, Advanced Caribbean, 20 feet, Designer Store, and the Maynard Brothers.
So we're still with the hurdles, but this time it will be the under 14 boys. And I get the impression as if they extended the track to 80 meters instead of 60. The girls did 60 meters. Seems as if the boys will be doing 80 meters.
8. Kadeem Taylor is in blue. 1 green, 1 blue. Attempting 80 meters.
So I don't think if they knock down the hurdle that they'll be disqualified. I think you still keep going. But the idea is to leap over the hurdles and race to the finish line. Clean start. It looks as if it's only 2 athletes. So there's Blue moving along nicely. Here's Blue tearing away. He's going to take this with ease. Blue takes it with ease. Great race. Green would settle for silver. One of the twins. Auntie Shelley would be proud. Speaking of Auntie Shelley, here she is. Here she is. We're going to mash them up in St. Kitts, she says.
This race is sponsored by Manuel and Shirley Mills.
So the event coming up is the 110 meters hurdles for under 16 males, and that should be a ring dinger as per usual.
That is off the track.
So we're going to have the 110 meters. And under 16 boys it is. So I guess these are 14 plus 15 years old youngsters. Should be heading out of the block shortly. The starting lineup, the guys down there look very relaxed. Well, this hurdles event really is creating a serious problem. The entire track is pretty much covered with hurdles, and they still need more. I wonder how many athletes are in this one. And this has slowed up the event really badly. It's going to run into dark, obviously. It's going to run into dark. Well, finally, we're here in trackside. It's 110 meters on the 15 boys. They'll be getting out of the block shortly, thankfully. So let's see how this one works out after such a long time to set up the track. And we understand that there's some 49 events on the card. We're at number 25. So here goes. Jump and run. It's all about jumping and running. Jumping and running. Well, Green looks strong at the top. Green looks strong at the top. Green and Green. And he says, I've done it.
Well. Welcome back, Paulo. You gotta practice how you run this shot. The Mundo giving Paulo. Paulo! He's back in the arena. I don't know if probably finding his footing after the last hurdle, but
they're about to get another race going. I'm not sure if it's a females race this time or it's another males race. But it's the same 110 meters. Let's verify what race it is. Hopefully that will be done momentarily.
So this way for the males.
So definitely on the starters orders now. Still 110 meters. We are not sure if it's a male or female event, but we'll find out soon enough. So apparently we are way behind in terms of getting the events out of the way. But here goes under 18 plus boys it is. Now it looks like Blue. Blue is leaping his way to victory here. Blue. Tremendous finish by Blue. Tremendous. Then Green, then Blue. And two greenhouse athletes rushing each other. But that was a tremendous effort there by the greenhouse athletes.
So that would conclude the hurdles. And we should see some 800 meters coming up just in a bit. The athletes are down, so as soon as they clear the track, we will see some 800 meters event.
Will be some females now. Still the hurdles event, and this one apparently is over a distance of 100 meters on the 16 girls. They're out of the blocks. Let's see who is leading this one for the moment. There's a blowout athlete on the outside looking really strong. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. Who takes it? Who takes it? Looks like Blue. Blue.
Looks to be very close for the silver.
Blue did a wonderful job on this one.
From my starting point, but the official result will be downstairs.
So remember this athlete, of course, top footballer.
That would be
previously went to the Nevis Academy.
And now we're going to go into the 800 meters.
It's going to be the first 800 meter event. And it's 2 times around the track. So
300 meters on the 14 females.
On the 14 females it is.
Any CSS sponsors?
And that athlete, the red house athlete, who has won a couple of races all afternoon. She looks strong at the top. So she has won a couple of races. Why not win this one as well? And she's pulling away from the pack for the moment. Definitely making herself, giving herself a distance away from the others. There's a greenhouse athlete though, who is within striking range and looks pretty strong. So some 5 athletes in this. But that red house athlete still with a good lead. And green trying to close the gap. But red has really established a serious good lead here early in this race. And looks as if she has the potential to accelerate at any moment. As she comes away. Red ribbon in her hair. And moving along nicely. Somebody is giving her some encouragement. Greenhouse trying to make a comeback as the whistle goes to signal the start of the final lap. Blue cruising. So at the top, it's still red. And looks as if she has told herself, this is mine. Green, has she enough gas to come back? Red seems large and in charge for the moment. And moving along nicely. Still red house. And this greenhouse athlete is way behind. So at the top, looking really strong. And then green trailing. And there's a red house athlete trying to make up the slack in third. It looks as if the leader of the pack is tiring somewhat. Seems to be tiring. But she's at the top and she has a big lead. So no reason why she can't win this one. My goodness, increasing the pace now. Seriously increasing the pace. This is a tremendous finish. Maybe the record is under duress right now because this is a finish. This is a tremendous finish. Now she cruises home. Tremendous athlete. That's a tremendous athlete. And then greenhouse has been overtaken by blue. Didn't have enough gas to come back. And so blue will take the silver medal.
So blue is going to take the silver. And green will have the silver for the bronze.
So blue takes it. And then we have green. Green in third. Then we have blue house. I think there's a greenhouse athlete still on the track. Way beyond the blue. And blue house cruising home in her shades and all. Cool, calm customer. As she comes across the finish line just about now. So greenhouse is a way out. And maybe when she starts running, which she does now, we might be able to see the crowd getting involved and encouraging her.
200 meters to go. 200 meters to go. Finish strong.
So one way to look at it is that she just have about 150 meters to go. But right now that must be looking to her like she has to climb Mount Nevis because she's obviously tired. And if she had a choice, I think she would catch an Uber. But no Uber service is available today. So she'll have to run it home.
Let's bring her home. Let's bring her home. Let's cheer her. Let's bring her home.
So still
Let's bring her home.
now trying to increase the pace slightly.
Come on, finish strong. Finish strong.
And still looks as if she wants to stop any moment now. But the fact that she's completing the race, she ought to be commended.
Let's go. Let's go. Almost
Lots
there,
of us
almost
wouldn't have made it a quarter of the way around the track.
there.
So she has done really well. We'll cross the line just about now.
Wonderful. Chop shot. On your mark.
Without wasting any time, we have the under 14 boys.
First.
So here's a Red House athlete challenging green at the top, but they are both on the outside. There's a Red House on the inside. How can he use that space?
We have Fitz red. Douglas green.
Out front,
France blue.
we have
France
green
red.
and
And
blue.
Dickinson green.
So pretty fair clip.
It's just about 200 meters complete.
And then we have the other athletes
800 meters.
still way back in the rear.
You see France in front, followed by green.
So France it is at the top. France making waves. He's a tall lad with long strides. So here she comes. Here he comes, sorry. Tall athlete, long
So
strides.
we see Red House in front, followed by green and green.
A little bit of a lean. And
As we complete lap number 1.
he has one more lap to go. The whistle so indicates. What's happening with the others? There's a lot of cheering behind for these two. They look pretty determined, but I think that the leader of the pack right now, he has this all wrapped up.
200 meters to go. After 14 minutes.
So
800 meters.
here's another Red House athlete. He's not gonna go anywhere soon.
1 lap to go. Red House athlete just crossed to the finish
And
line. 1 lap to go.
can he lap the last athlete on the track? He's on the
200
final
meters to
100
go for the Red House
meters,
athlete in front.
but will he catch
We
him
see
up?
Greenhouse is moving up. Greenhouse in third also moving up. Red House
There's the Red House
athlete
athlete coming
Take a
through.
look at this competition.
I don't think the
But can he
Red
hold
House
on to the
athlete
finish?
will catch him. But it's a challenge.
150 meters
It's
to
a
go.
motivating force.
Green is inching away, getting his striking distance.
Well,
What will happen for the final
green
quarter?
though, it's closing the gap
It's
on red.
green.
So suddenly making a race of it here. Green, he's smaller,
Yes, green is
but
coming
he's
up.
trying to hold on. Here's green, trying to ease up here. But red says no, I want this more than you. And he digs deep and pulls away.
But red is gonna take this one.
So Red House takes it in the end. Green challenged nicely. Good challenge.
And it looks like green will take the bronze as well.
Then we have green. Nice strong finish too.
So green takes the bronze.
So we have the Red House athlete racing in as a little bit of a drizzle comes down now.
Showers of blessing.
I don't know how long this one would last. Saddle Hill is uncovered at this point. Normally they say you make a judgment call from what's going on at Saddle Hill.
It's just going to be very brief.
So
Don't have to move.
for the moment as Red House comes in, trying to get some shelled out of the rain I guess.
Don't move.
Let's look at Saddle Hill. Saddle Hill is uncovered, no cloud cover, so suggestion is that this is way over on that side towards town and hopefully shouldn't last too long.
So we have red in fifth.
Track side.
Good work. As we
On
go
your
track
mark.
side.
On your mark.
Now it's going to be 800 meters. Well, I think it's the over 16 girls. These are the big girls. 800 meters.
On your mark.
Seems if the starter's gun is having an issue. Battery maybe.
Girls.
Under 16 girls it is.
This race is sponsored by
I think they have gotten the gun sorted out. So 800 meters under 16 girls. The wind still picking up here at the Nevis Athletic Stadium. But I'm not sure if they have it sorted out.
Getting lights, DJ. Mute, check.
So again, they got that started out.
So, the under 16
It's the 800 meters
800 meters.
under
Run the
16
first lap
girls.
remains. So there we see green.
And we already seen
But on the inside, we have
this
the
young
blue
athlete
alongside
at the
blue.
top, but
And
Red
the
House
red
making a
and
move here
blue on
now.
the outside as well. So Red House takes the
So
lead.
Red House
And remember,
in
it's 2
front
laps
for the
around
moment,
this
but
track.
it's early days yet in this race.
400 meters track, so it's 2 laps.
So
To make up the
cutting
800
into
meters.
the one lane
And
now.
they now cut into the lane 1
So
area after doing
we are seeing that they are in a line,
So
in a
it's red,
straight
followed by
line,
green, then
like
blue,
soldiers going to
and
the
then
army,
red. Just about
like soldiers
approaching
on a
the
training
200 meters
stint.
mark,
And
which
we
is just
see the
halfway
move
over
being
that.
made
And green takes
by
the
that
lead,
athlete. She
and
would have
she
won a
now
race already.
leads the way, followed
Blue
by
House takes the
red
lead.
and red. And then the 2 blues
So Blue House
hanging out
in the lead
each other. So the teams
and
are
already
hanging together.
stretching her legs,
Green is the only
pulling
one
away
green,
from
so
the
she
pack.
takes the lead, and she
She's
makes the move. With 100 meters left to run,
is gonna
number 1.
use the strategy of staying ahead of the pack and well ahead too, if she can.
This one is far from over.
She looks
And
mean,
green
looks
leads
as
the
if
way,
she's
followed by
really
blue,
going well,
and
like
then
she's
blue.
not being bothered by anything.
Here they come now to complete that
Really
number 1.
looks strong, going along nicely.
Dominating and dominating.
And then we have red and red
Still in the lead.
and
Number
blue
22.
and
That's
blue.
the final lap. Signal of the final lap. Red, blue, blue.
They would have heard the whistle for the final lap,
Round
but
the turn to go.
blue still
Just about another
large and in charge
20 meters left for the green
and
house
still
athlete to
distancing
complete
herself away from the pack.
the lap. And she's running away from the others. 2 red.
So where are
They're
they?
still struggling there.
They would have given
Green
up
is
already. It would be a fight for the silver, but definitely not for the gold. So gold seems to be already booked. This flight is already booked. Greenhouse
Going across the top of the
way
stretch now.
ahead now. It's the
Just
last
about
200
another
meters.
200 meters
So
to
she's
run
gonna
complete
turn that
and
bend,
collect the gold.
and then I
For
believe
green.
she's gonna stretch out on the
Green
final 100
keeping the lead
meters.
here. Now trying to get the record as well under the belt. Get it some
My
extra
mind
practice.
tells me that
It
on
is
the
red,
final 100
red,
meters,
blue, blue.
she's gonna stretch
And
out
it
even
doesn't seem
further.
like they have any change. It seems as though red. She's the one with the dread. She ain't taking the last spot. No, darling, don't lie down.
So Greenhouse took the race as we
Like that.
had the media
And the silver.
full at that point as she was closing in,
Get it down
and
and
so we
walk
just
around.
got the final
Grip yourself. Next
moments of
is
the race.
On the 6 earrings. Shiny.
Over 16 girls now, under 16 girls I think, or over 16 girls, I think it's over 16. So just about to get going, they're off.
800 meters.
And we see purple in this one, purple won a race already.
3 greens.
But
1 blue.
this is a different race,
As they make
800
their way around
meters.
the track now, it looks like red.
So we have the Red House athletes with a lead, but green is in
There's
second,
another green in
and
third.
then green, and then we have a little bit of a huddle.
Blue fifth.
They're
And
gonna cut
6 and
into
7 is
lane
green,
1 now.
7 red.
But
As they make
the
their way
leader,
around the track now.
very early in this race, with a
Three
lead,
green, 3 red, and 1
but
blue.
the others are within striking
And
range.
red up front.
Still within striking range.
By the green
But
house athlete in second.
Green making a move in second, increasing her pace now. But the Red House athlete still holding her own, still on this first lap. She'll have an entire whole lap to go after this.
Let's hope that is just a slight injury. But
She's
she's
still moving along nicely.
As we see Red House
So Red House it
leading
is,
the way, followed by Green.
in the lead.
Coming up towards lap number 1.
And
To go
Green
into
it
the final
is,
lap.
getting,
800 meters,
well,
so it's
attempting to get closer, but Red seems to be pulling away.
And we are just
So
about
Red doing
completing
really
lap
well,
number 1 now.
holding on to
Red
that
looks
lead.
good.
Then Green and Green. And then
Followed by
Purple is
Green.
struggling this one.
Then Green.
Purple seems
Then
to be
Red.
struggling
And
somehow.
Blue is right behind Red, and then there's another Red. As they go around
At
for
the
the
top
final
is
lap
red.
now. It's red.
At the
Followed
top
by
is red.
Green and Green.
Still red.
As they make their way around.
And Green and Green.
As she's about to make
I
the
think the
first
only
lap.
person could really challenge the leader is the second placer. She still looks pretty strong. If it comes down to a sprint, we'll see which one of them is quicker. But for the moment, it's Red House. Still Red House. Green is in second. Red moving along nicely. Green is in second. And Green seems to be closing the gap ever so slightly. But Red now seems to be pulling away.
And she's still holding on to the lead. Green is still there. But
Red
increasing the lead now is
seems to be pulling away. Red has distanced herself from the second placer. Red it is on the final 80 meters or so. She might not be threatening the record, but she certainly is going to take goal with ease. Here she comes. Red House. Nice strides, lovely strides. And she finishes. Beautiful run indeed. Lovely strides, nice hand movement. Green has already given up the ghost and says, okay, I'm going to take the silver. And that's what she settles for. Well done, well run. And then Green favoring her thigh, but she's coming in nonetheless. And then we have a creep up here. Can Purple do a little creep up here? She's doing a little creep up, but Blue is cruising. So Blue is going to get over easy. So obviously Purple struggled throughout this one, but she has endured and completed the race. And then way in the back we have Red House athlete.
590.
So Red House, can she do a little quick run on the final 100 meters? We'll wait and see. She's just cruising. She's cruising. 80 meters to go. Still cruising. So I think this is the pace or the rate at which she's going to complete this race. She comes down now. Spattering of applause to bring her in. And here she comes. And the important thing, as I would have indicated a lot of times, the important thing is to complete the race.
Well done.
800 meters. And I think this would be over 16 boys. We have
Athletes coming down with the
6
wrong
athletes
numbers
in this one.
are causing a little confusion at the finish line. So please make sure that the athletes have their correct numbers. Carlu, please make sure that the athletes have...
So, off they go.
This is under 18.
Under 18 boys.
That looks like
So,
anything close to 2.
we have 3 athletes at the top.
So the under 18 boys,
and
anything
then,
close to 2 minutes, you get an early heads up.
let's say about
And they're moving
4
nicely.
athletes
Green, followed
within
by
striking
green.
range of each other.
Then it looks like red,
So,
green,
pretty
red,
strong
blue.
race so far.
As they go across
They
the
have
top
to
of
go around
It's the 800
the next 200 meters and then an entire 8 again. So, 4 athletes looking pretty strong, but Green seems to be pulling away. There's a greenhouse athlete who seems to be pulling away from the others, but he has to go around. All of them have to go around an entire lap after they pass the finish line here.
They will be in good timing. Here comes
I
Green.
think some of them trying to qualify for Carifta as well.
Just about a minute a lap. Your lap will be
So,
61.
good strong
as
run
you see
here.
now, this is the action time for the Green. All the athletes in the race, as a matter of
So,
fact.
they're
Speed it up
dropping back now.
and run against the clock.
But a good
Here
move
comes
there.
Blue. He's finishing up now.
Greenhouse making a move.
Green out front.
So,
He's
we are
just
seeing
about coming up to about
Green
half
still at the
lap.
top, but the other
Just
Green
about
making a
250
move.
meters away. Ready to
Slowing
come
up
to the
slightly now.
championship. Can we see
But,
Green in the
Green
lead?
it is.
That's good. Can he make it? Can he beat the clock here? Anything close to
Green
2 minutes is good.
at the top.
He's still 1 minute 40 seconds on the clock.
So,
Don't be struggling.
here he comes,
Green makes
making
his way
the
to
turn.
150 meters,
He
just
has a
about
good
to
lead.
149.
He's
Here they
approaching
go.
the final 100
He's about
meters.
to come now. He's in
Let's
trouble.
see how he handles
Lock
this.
on.
100 meters.
He's coming down.
He is still in the lead, but there's a challenge here now. Do we have a close one to finish? I think it's too little too late. But it's a good run by Red House. But Green is going to secure the gold. And then a very good run by Abijah to take the second silver. And then we have the third place, Green again, taking the bronze. And in the distance, I think we might have a bit of a creep up here. Can we have a creep up here? No. I don't think that Green is going to challenge the Red at all. Red is going to be cool. So Red is going to cruise home. He's tall. But then Blue is trying to creep up on Green. That's interesting. As Red comes across. That looks like Amari in trouble. Amari in trouble. He says no. He says no. He looked back and he says no. Can't let this happen.
See your shadow. And that's it for the. So,
these are the 18 plus boys.
Here they go.
We understand that they'll be trying for the record.
Up front there. They're running to beat 2 minutes.
They want to
130 is perfect.
try for the record here.
Around the track now is 800 meters.
So let's see if that record can be achieved and maybe get another Carif to qualify here.
As they make their way around, they're just about approaching the 200
Seem to be
meters
slowing up.
It's
Would need a faster clip than that if they were to break a record.
Followed by Red. So it's 2 red and a blue.
It looks like Red
And the green seem to be
Red
in the back.
at the top.
As they come around,
Blue
we've got another 100
in
meters
third.
to run here. Come on, guys, you gotta beat the
Looks
clock.
as if
Beat the clock.
Blue is trying to catch up,
The big
but
gamers over in the Caribbean area.
Red House
Here he comes,
still
Red.
moving
He's
along
looking good.
nicely
Can he
at
do
the
it?
top.
Followed
And
by
then Red being closed in now by Blue.
Final lap here. 62. Let's see. 62. 62 seconds.
So
Well.
I don't
This is a
think
challenge.
any record will be broken
Green.
here.
And there's Red House. Look in the lead
At
there.
the top,
Red.
Red House
Just
with
about
a
another
clear
200 meters to
lead,
run.
a tremendous lead.
Oh.
But I
He's
don't
gonna be
think
close.
he's going to touch the record.
As
He's going to be off the record.
we see Red.
But he would take gold.
He's not gonna make it, I think.
So
It's 1:37 on the clock.
he's definitely going to
1:49.
take gold.
So Red could be struggling to beat the clock here. But as he come around, he's gonna take gold for sure. Unless
Here he
something
comes,
drastic
the
goes
final
wrong.
100
He
meters.
just had 150 meters to take the goal. As he come
And,
around the final turn, final
There's
100
no way
meters
he's
down
going to
the
beat
stretch,
that
he comes
record.
on. Red.
But he's
Looks good.
certainly going to beat
Walker's
all
going
of
back
his
to back to
competitors.
promise, but he's coming down.
Here he
He's
comes,
looking good.
taking
He's
gold.
getting a round of applause here. The Red House athlete who has done well.
Tremendous
For
run,
the 18 plus.
tremendous finish.
And he's the
Tremendous
well
finish.
as he crosses the line now.
And
He
then
takes gold.
Blue would have passed a couple of others to take the silver.
And Blue
Good finish as
takes the
well.
silver. Coming in.
So we have Red House athlete coming through
While
in third.
He's in the
Here he
position of
comes,
fourth.
Red House it is.
Red.
Coming along
Oh,
nicely.
it looks like Green is coming for Red here. Red and Green, Red and Green.
So Red
He's
House,
gonna look over his shoulder and he realizes see no
we
shadows.
have Green. So Green it is,
Number 557.
pushing in nicely.
Here comes
I think
Green.
he's the last man on the track.
Very consistent all afternoon with that position, but he been consistent.
The medals are
So that's
presented
it for the
basically
evening
after
class.
each race. And
Greenhouse, let me see your number. Number 352.
well done by the athletes.
And
Well, we certainly see an urgency now to try to complete the races before dark, because they're already at the 200-meter track starting line, and it's going to be the 200 meters events coming up. 200 meters under 14 girls coming up.
7 is open. Lane 7 open. 6. Aja Hospital, Hamilton. She's from Blue House. Lane 5. Kashnik, Kings, Willett, she's Greenhouse. On your mark.
200 meters under 14 girls. These races are also pretty rapid. So let's see how it works.
Set.
Clean start.
Let's
Let's see who is gonna take the lead on this one. We have a Greenhouse athlete making waves already. Greenhouse making waves. Green looking good. Now the challenge comes on the inside. So red, that Red House athlete was done well all afternoon, and another red as well, and the green. But that Red House athlete, she tears away from them, and then the others. So green was leading for a good distance, and then the Red House athletes came through. And very well done by the Red House athlete once more. So here is the top athlete. She has won what, about 3 or 4 races already for the afternoon. Remember the name. Under 14 males now. 200 meters. And you know it's going to be another exciting one. That females race was a really exciting one. Apparently the gun again giving some problems. Well, that gun was sounded and one of the athletes gave a little stagger in her lane, thinking it was the gun, but it was just a test run. Now they're on the starters orders once again. Set. The clean start this time. Let's see who is leading this one. On the 14 boys, there's a Red House athlete. He has pummeled out in front. He seems to be running away with this. On the inside though, keep your eyes on the Greenhouse athlete. Greenhouse seems to be tearing away now. Oh, this is his race by a long shot. Green, and then red, and then blue and green. Here's the real race here now between red and green. Red comes across the line ahead of green.
200 meters.
Under 16 females, 200. Out of the blocks with a clean start here. This could be another exciting one. At the top we see a Red House athlete. Red House pulling out the stops, but on the inside. Keep your eyes on the inside. Keep your eyes on the inside. It looks like green pulling away. Green challenged by red though. Challenged by red. Green trying to hold on. Red is coming away. Red might just edge her out. Yes, she does. Mommy is excited. Mommy is excited. What a race. Well, red was a little bit behind the 8 ball, and she really had to push herself, and she did. Tremendous finish. She did it. And Mommy was ecstatic. So under 16 males now. And young Kimani Newton is in this one again. He has been doing a lot of running all afternoon, and he has been a winner in all of his races so far. Can he do it again in the 2? He has just qualified for the Carifta 800 meters for his age category, doing a personal best time. And I guess he'd want to do another personal best here.
Here we go. It's blue, green, red.
Out of
Blue,
the blocks.
green, red. Blue, green.
Here you go. Let's see who is leading. Let's see. Not see who is leading. But in the center of the track, it looks as if that Greenhouse athlete has pulled away. Kimani will take third.
And the others are coming in. Well.
Maybe a little tired too, but those are the two guys at the top. They have been doing well too, especially this one. Kimani gives him a big up, congratulates him. But he has been doing well all afternoon, this youngster. Tremendous run, and he's enjoying it too. So, and this other athletes as well, those two, they would have done pretty well all afternoon. Call for trackside on the starters orders. Should be getting out of the block shortly. Here they go.
And now is the 16 plus.
16 plus girls. So red is in the lead, but look on those on the inside. This is where it's going to melt out. Red on the inside as well. Let's see who is leading. Good strong run here. Oh, Blue has pulled away. Blue has pulled away. She is lightning fast. It looks as if oh, Bailey goes down. So unfortunate there. Bailey was stretching herself. Is it Bailey? But she went down, stretching herself. And she fell over, but she's back on her feet. She'll be okay. No, I don't think it's Bailey, but my goodness, she was striving really hard, made the extra effort, and just fell over. And the young Newton will, of course, pass over those medals to Mommy. A very happy Mommy. Under 18 boys, and LJ's in this one. Have to keep your eyes on him. He's a dynamo. Anybody who beats him, they have to be pretty good. So let's see what happens here now. Should be getting out of the blocks shortly. On the starters orders. Clean start as well. So let's see who is leading. Always keep your eyes on whoever is on the inside. We're seeing a movement here. Red House, that has to be LJ. He's pulling away. LJ is pulling away from the pack. He's leading, but he's been challenged. He's been challenged, but not good enough. On the day, LJ takes score. Second placer was doing pretty well too, but LJ pulled out the stops and took goal. So this guy gave it a good run too, Blue House, but just couldn't get close enough to LJ. So it's going to be another exciting one. It's the over 18 males, and again it's all about bragging rights and maybe even qualifying for Carifta here. Let's see who is going to take gold in this one. It's going to be fast-paced, folks, and normally around this time, as the sun begins to set, the lights will be on. Still have some sunlight though. So let's see who's taking this one. Greenhouse athlete making waves. He has done well all afternoon. Well, anybody challenging? No. It's green. It's green. It's green. Greenhouse. Oh, by a long shot. by a long shot, and the others have to struggle for silver. And one of them tumbling over. Second athlete we have seen tumble on the track. Well, another athlete tumbled down there as well. Oh my goodness. That's young Busso. Young Busso has pulled a muscle. Last time around, he said he was only warming up. But now he's down for the count. Oh, young Busso is down for the count. But Busso is such an entertainer. I'm not even sure if he's serious. He normally makes jokes about everything, so I'm not sure if he is really injured or he's just entertaining. You never know. He seems to be okay. Seems to be sitting up. Red 140, blue 151. And Greenhouse, large and in charge with 204 points. So, Busso, they need the Red Cross after all? No? Well, he is walking with a bit of a limp, so I guess he's serious. I think he might do better on the drums, Busso. One of the best drummers you'll find on Nevis. But 200 meters ain't drumming by a long shot. Well, the star athlete, Mr. Busso, being escorted to the Red Cross headquarters. After the 200 meters, we have green still leading, but we'll get the scores now. Red 176, green, blue house 187, green 244.
244 points after the 200 meters.
So it seems as if it's a mixed 4x100 meters relay for under 14s. Boys are going to start, girls are on the second leg. Then it looks as if boys will be on the third leg and girls will finish. So, on the starters orders, 4x100 meter events are normally very exciting. Clean start. Let's see who is leading this one. We have blue. He's going to pass off first. Maybe not. No, green out of the blocks. Chasing after blue. Green has gone past blue as if she's in reverse. Very good run that. Passes off now. Green gets the button. Green, a little green, out of the blocks, being chased now. The final 100 meters could be exciting. But green is going to pass off that button first, and that's critical. Let's see who is going to get it now. Green with a lead. But we have some other athletes. Red chasing after. Red chasing after. Red trying to close the gap. Green trying to hold on. Green will hold on. Green has held on. And then the others. Real excitement on that one. Crowd enjoyed it.
Red 8-2, green 4, green in 4, green 8.
It's going to be the under 16 athletes, mixed males and females, 4x100 meters. The shadows lengthen across the track here at the Mondo, and the lights on the inside not working. trying to complete the races before it gets totally dark. On the starters orders, should be getting out of the blocks shortly. 4x100 meters mixed under 16 boys. Well, not boys, it's a mixed race, sorry. Mixed. Boys starting, girls on the second leg. Then I think it's boys and then girls. Well, let's see how this one works out. Can't really make a judgment call as yet. Baton is being passed off for the first time. Now we could start to work out some match from here, as it looks like green, followed by green and green. And the baton will be passed off just about now. So, boys, it is now. Coming around at a rapid pace and closing the gap on him now. That's a good close in there. Final leg, girls. Who is going to take this one? There is Red storming away. Red storms away. My goodness, she has done well all afternoon. No ifs, no buts, no maybe.
Blue ball up the radiant. Remember they have A and B. So it was a very exciting for the under 18 mix. That's the upcoming event.
One thing I'm going to tell you about the sunset, it happens suddenly. Normally, the darkness just takes over. Must tell you, it's cold here at the Mondo, and I forgot my jacket.
Length. So, blue A, 2.
On the starters orders, 4x100 meters relay mix. Males starting, females on the second leg. Then we have males on the third. And they're off. So, let's see. Green pulling out nicely. And Red trying to catch up. Red has done pretty well so far. Battens are passed off. Well, at the top. Well, look at Red. Red is closing the gap here nicely. And passes off just about now. Still a close pass off. It's males now. Who is leading? Somebody is rocketing out in front. Has a good lead. Will pass off now. Females it is. Purple. It's Purple. Can anybody catch Purple? Purple pulls away. She's small, but look at her. Look at her go. Look at her go. My goodness, nobody's gonna catch her.
A takes silver and green.
Well,
Green A takes the
Purple finished with a rush on that occasion.
That was.
Well, we're just waiting for the final scores because all of a sudden they have called it off. They have called it off. They have said that it's too dark to continue. There were some 4x400 meter races to be run, but they have called it off. So some of the crowd members not too pleased. They're asking for more races, but they won't get it today. That's the way we're going to leave you from the Mondo. Well, some shocking new updates, and the spectators are volunteering their lights with phones. So the phones are on, and they're saying we'll provide lights. You need lights? We're gonna provide lights. They're saying they have the lights. So they want the races to continue. Skater. So they're gonna get them on the way. 4x400. So the Spectators insisted that they wanted the race to continue, and they are saying they have lights on their phones. So 4x4 on the 16 girls. They have to come around once and then pass off. Must tell you it's cold here at the Mondo. Well, we have 3 athletes on the track, but green leading for the moment. Blue is not far off. So blue within striking range. So this is one time that the crowd won through because somebody was saying that it's too dark. The crowd insisted that it wasn't, and they said lights or no lights, we want the race, and they got their wish. Even saying they'll provide lights via cell phone. Green is gonna pass off first. Strong run this by Green. Very strong run indeed. Boys will take over now. Out of the blocks he goes. Don't think anybody's gonna catch him. Not even young Newton. Newton is good, but he has to do a miraculous run here. And I think the guy knows that Newton is the one coming, so he knows that he has to stay ahead of the game. And then we have close athlete coming through now. She's gonna pass off the baton just about now. Where's Newton? Making up the slack, but guess what? On the final 100 meters, he's way ahead. We really need the phone lights now. It's really dark here at the Mondo. Pass it off now to a champion athlete who has done well all afternoon. She's out of the blocks, and this distance increases now. Where's the next pass off? Well, Blue House, Newton passes off now. Blue anxiously takes it out of the blocks. Nice movements, but I don't think anybody is going to catch up Green way out front.
But in the meantime, Green is just about 220 meters off from passing off the last time.
Way out in front.
Here comes Blue.
Way out in front is Green.
And Blue is still coming to pass off.
And then the other Blue is passing off now. Should have waited a long time. Gets it now. And almost on the final 100 meters.
Get yourself ready.
Here is
Get
Green.
Here
Russian through now
coming down for the final time.
to make that final back pass. She has done well, maintained a big lead. She comes through now and will pass off just about now. Out of the blocks. This guy has done well all afternoon as well.
So it looks like Bolo have it.
So, lights. Looks as if somebody has done a miraculous thing.
Oh boy.
Well, not all of the lights, but some of the lights have come on.
You see lights?
So some of the lights have come on. All of a sudden, young Clark
Now we're waiting.
pushing out. But I think it's all over by the shouting.
You start by Bolo.
And
You're still waiting on the button.
there's
Here
a
she
possibility
comes.
of a
Come on,
lap.
Bolo waiting here. Come on, Blue. Come on, Bishop,
Coming
man.
through
Come
now.
on. Come on, Bishop, man. Bolo made an answer.
So Blue coming through.
And Bolo will be the last one to take.
And then it would be,
And he will be some 200 meters behind.
let's see.
Bolo change the track for this race. Let me see you, Bolo. A time in here. Bolo
Bolo.
takes. And he gone. Change his track for this one. Bolo looks good. How did he get it earlier?
we have a
And
finisher.
Green completes the race.
So Green
Bolo just
winning
gets away
by
from the lap.
a long
Here
shot.
comes Blue.
And then
Bolo is
here's
looking
Clark.
good. Look at the time Bolo is traveling around the track. He would have caused some
So
problems.
here is Clark.
Here comes Blue. with the silver.
And takes silver.
Yes. Here comes blue.
Where is
he takes
Bolo?
the silver.
Going at a pretty good clip.
And
He'll get a big round of applause when he comes in.
Bolo, the track is left to Bolo. Bolo,
I don't know
drop
if
the
they're
pace
going to
at
do
all.
any more races
The time
after
in here.
this.
We're going to know whether you're come first, second, or third base on your time.
So
Bolo is just about
we would have
150
left
meters
earlier
away.
thinking
As
that
he come
none of the
around
lights
in
here
a
were
new
working.
brown track
But
shoes.
with the
And
decision
this
that
track
was
here,
made,
first time in
all of a
India.
sudden,
Back the home shot now,
lights
Bolo.
working.
He's coming down.
Well,
Is he
at
out the
least
gas
two of them.
hour? Bolo is coming down.
Makes
the
a big
final
difference to the
100
darkness
meters.
that was here.
And give him a round of applause. He did well. He did well.
So
You look better by
Bolo
yourself than
comes
when
in.
you're among the others, Bolo. Here comes Bolo.
Here's Bolo.
Oh, he's coming in. Coming in, Bolo. Coming in, Bolo.
representing
Yes,
Red
Bolo.
House.
That's what you get when you go England and come back. Look for it.
Well, I think when you look at the starter, you'll know that it's cold here at the Mondo. Adelvin Phillip dressed as if he's in England or New York in winter.
What's the category, Mr.
Poor me, I forgot my jacket.
What it is?
And it's really chilly here at the Mondo. We understand this might be the final race,
18
thankfully. 18 plus mixed 4x4.
So it's a 4x4.
So I guess we understand now that this could well be the final race. So two of the lights definitely working, and the two of the lights have made a big difference.
Man, I look down the gun. What?
Well, let's hope we can make out the athletes as they go around the track.
Okay, it's a good start. It's the final race of the afternoon.
Final race, we
It's
understand.
green, blue, and green. Green is going
Well,
on.
difficult to pick up the athletes now. We need some of those phone lights
As they make their way around the track, this is
because that is the
green
dark
and blue.
area.
Green against blue. As green in the distance in the lead. Blue
it's a 4x4,
in second position and green
and with
in
the
third
athletes
position
wearing
as
black
it is
and
now.
so on, going to be
Here
kind of
comes the
difficult to
round.
pick them up.
Slight little
But you could kind of make them out.
seem as they want to pass, but
And
we'll get it all over with before. Here
There
comes
is
green
the
with the final
Green
110 meters to
leading,
around the turn.
and
She
she's
comes
going to come down the 100
coming around the
meter
turn in
area now, and she's going to pass off first.
lane number 5.
So here she
As
comes.
she comes down the stretch now. Here she comes. Look like Nikki
Pick up
in
on
the
the
dark.
screen. As she
And
comes
she
through
will pass.
with a nice rush. And
Off
she's going to
now
pass off
to
to
green.
her green
And green in lane
teammate,
4.
male this time.
Here comes green and blue.
he-
Green and blue.
With that
Final
green
moment of
shirt,
this lap.
it's easier
And
to
green.
perceive.
See whether they
She
give up.
moves around nicely. And then
Blue,
here
come in blue, come in
is
blue, come in blue.
the other baton pass.
And green takes.
And then
And
the
blue is
final
under a
one,
lot of
she's
pressure.
tired,
Come
she's
on.
tired, she's tired, she's
Oh,
tired, she's
Lord,
tired.
must it?
Almost didn't release that button
She looks
as
like
she
she
goes
doesn't like blue
down.
when they bring she back.
So
Here goes blue
where
in
is
the
the
there. He
leader?
looks good with stride.
Green is way out.
And
Looking
here
for
is
that green shirt in the
way
dark.
in the lead.
Yeah, that is the green shirt.
Here comes green.
Definitely
Running away with the
will
hair.
be able to
He's gonna pass too.
be spotted.
Another green
in the
house
dark.
athlete. So we have a good matchup here. If blue could pull
Just
back,
about to pass
there
off.
could be some
Just
excitement at the
about
end.
now.
Green passes
Passing
off.
off now. Out of the block
Green's
she
looking good in
goes.
the back.
Green. Not as bright green,
Green's coming as well.
but it's green
Gonna be a
nonetheless.
hard one
And
for the
then we
Blue
have
athlete.
another athlete coming through
As they
now.
make their way around here.
He's going to pass off momentarily.
It's green about to pass up.
Passes off now.
Cover some
How
ground.
strong is green?
Oh.
She pulls out.
Somebody could be in
Not
trouble
at a
here.
rapid pace though,
It's gonna be excited.
but
Blue
let's
takes
see.
now. So
Blue
at
looks
least one
quicker.
could be in trouble.
Seems as if she got that shoulder bruise when she fell. She has some plaster on it, but she's still running, and that's really good. But she's chasing after green. She's closing the gap. But where is the leader? The leader is way out
So we
front.
can work out the back section of that one.
The leader
So
is
we're
way
gonna
out
see what happens
front.
up front.
green is going to pass off for the final time. And the athlete who is going to take it has done really well all afternoon. Nobody's going to catch him.
So it's
He's going to take a virtual miracle on this last leg for anybody to catch green. He's urging her on. Urging her on. And he takes it now. Out of the blocks he goes. He's quick. He has done well all afternoon. Unfortunately, his top is black, so he's harder to discern. And this young lady has done a really good run, injured or not. She has done a really good run. And the pass off the back. No. He's also done well all afternoon, this Blues athlete. He strides out. And then we have Green struggling. She is coming to pass off the baton, but she has done pretty well, but struggling. But meanwhile, the leader is trying to lap her as he races home. Here he comes, trying to lap her, but the baton has been passed. And then here's the winner. Winner by a mile. Winner by a mile. Winner by a mile. And we are the other athletes. Second place is far away. And we're picking up the shadow now, basically.
Coming up very soon. Where's my good co-host?
Yeah.
She probably making her way up now with the final scores after the final score. Blue is coming in. Blue is coming in with the silver. Here comes Blue.
Good strong finish as well.
Oh, Blue is making a rush for the silver.
Good strong finish. Oh!
Yes.
A little bit too fast to the end there, and he slid. He slid and went down. Now, if the lights weren't on, I would say it's because it was dark and he couldn't see. Well, here's the other athlete coming through.
Now,
let's hope he's okay, because he hit the track really hard on that occasion.
Push it to make it over the line.
And
he begins to stiffen up there.
He's been lifted, chairlifted.
Just help him down to the...
No, they're going to walk him to the Red Cross headquarters, unfortunately. And then we're going to try to get the final scores.
And this is the official closing.
So that's the way we're going to leave you.
We now await the official scores to let you know the official score of the meet. So
we're going to get the final scores,
you can hang around,
hopefully,
the school bar on your way out,
as
you make your way out,
the athletes under some duress here. But that's the way we're going to leave you from the Nevis Athletic Stadium. Well, Miss Paris won't be hard to find, whether it's midnight or not. She is bright gold. That's the way we leave you from the Mondo track.
Final scores?
Well, we have the final scores. Red 189, red 189, blue 208 blue, green champions by a long shot, 271 points.